Alright, well, hello YouTube, this is Joseph Quick here, and today I'm going to show you a trick on how to keep your cord nice and neat. And with this style, bowling, there you go, there's all your cord. So, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm even going to show you how to tie the bowling. Alright, so you're going to hold it like a U. This is your long end, this is your short end. You're going to make an overhand knot. Yeah, an overhand knot. You want... Okay, so all I did was just throw it over, then you hold it, you bring it up through the hole, and then you come back down. And then you cinch it up. Okay, so then what you're gonna do, some people do it like this. I prefer to put it back behind my fingers. Okay, so then you want to keep these three fingers, your pointer, middle, and ring finger, together. Put your pinky and your thumb out. So then you'll take it and you'll make a figure eight. And you'll make a figure eight all the way through. All the way through. Because this isn't going to take nowhere near as long, I'm not going to pause it. And then once you get about a foot or so away from the end, you'll pull your hand through, and then you'll start wrapping it. You'll give it a few good wraps, and then if you put in one too many, it's easy enough just to go ahead and undo that one loop, and then go from there. Okay, so then you'll wrap, and you'll keep on wrapping. And then what I like to do is do a clove hitch. So you wrap it over again, and then you'll take your last bit of working end, and you see that X, you'll put your working end through the X. Put it through the X, and then there you go. There you go. And then the way to tell if you did it right is you can just pull it all the way out without any trouble. And then there are other ways, such as sitting down and tying a bowline and putting it in your left hand along your thumb, and then tilt forward just a little bit, but still have a bend in your knees, and then you'll start wrapping. So that looks like this. Looks like this, but this here is primarily used for 50-foot strands. For 50 foot and bigger, not not a 12 foot, no, 16 foot strand. But then once you're done and you have about, I don't know, 20 inches or so, then you'll do the same thing as you did with the other one. You'll wrap it around, and then there you go. So I showed you guys how to use your hand to keep your cord nice and clean whenever it's stored. I showed you how to use your legs, how to use your knees to make sure that they stay nice and stored, how to tie the bowline, and how to tie the clove hitch. These two knots are two very good knots. The bowline, because let's say my arm is the tree, there you go. And then here you can have a stick here for a quick release. So that would be right here. And then whenever you have to go, pull the stick out. There you go. And then the clove hitch. To tie two sticks together that are right next to each other. No, that would be more of putting a bowline on one and then come down to the other one, come down to the next one, and then doing the clove hitch. So then you could tie those two together. So then you could have a ladder of some sort. Your bowline is the top one, and then clove hitch, and then clove hitch, and then you do that on both sides. So, in my opinion, the bowline, the clove hitch, the square knot, and the two half hitches are the four most important knots that everybody should know that's wanting to go out into the wilderness. The bowline, you could use it to tie your stakes down, your tent stakes, or tie your rain fly to a tree of some sorts. To cinch down your awning. So, this is the two half hitches, which I personally use the two half hitches every time I go camping. That is my number one go-to knot. And I just tied the granny knot. And then the square knot. Whenever I did a lot of my camping out of hammock. Whenever I did a lot of hammock camping, I used the square knot all the time. Because I would take one of my huge blue tarps, and I'd drape that over. And I would drape that over my hammock. And I'd go from there. Drape that over my hammock, and then there we go. I have just turned a tarp into a shelter. I just now noticed something. A lot of my videos, I only intend them to be for 5 minutes, not 10 minutes. But whatever. Alright, so don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you later. Always be prepared.